All right, I'm going to call to order the special meeting of the Board of Finance. And note that we have some guests on the call as well. So our primary purpose tonight would be to decide if we can decide to refer the budgets, and we'll go through what those budgets actually have been amended to be to the public hearing, which is not officially scheduled, but temporary or tentatively set for April 6th. And that we would be able then to notice that at an appropriate time by Friday. So just to frame this, the Board of Education's budget has been approved by the Board of Ed. We've had a discussion with it and believe that we have not asked for any amendments to that. The second budget is the Board of Selectmen's operating budget, which we discussed tonight. And I think with the motions you made tonight, again, I'm glad to have Eric and Sean and others on it, that the budget that would go would be the one with the amendments that you approved tonight. Amy, where's Amy?
I could be wrong. I wonder if you have to accept the recommendations, because they are just recommendations.
Well, it's actually, that's correct. You're right, Eric. It's our budget that we send to the referendum, but our budget then would be modified to include the recommendations that you made today, assuming that the Board of Finance accepts those recommendations. And then the capital budget there would go with the recommended projects. And again, it's all of them, but it would include the Latimer Lane and the Meadowwood as referred. So that's the item. So it's, I guess we take those one at a time. I think the Board of Ed is easy. The Board of Selectmen. Is there any discussion about the Board of Selectmen's amendments to their budget from this evening, since we all got to hear them?
I'm fine with what they recommended. I would certainly be also comfortable with a discussion that Wendy brought up and Lisa had made about the Spirit Council. I'm fine with moving that into this year. And that's something that we could do on our own, right? Without having it come recommendation from them. So let me go ahead and move to that we do that $22,000 from year-end savings.
So you would take their recommendations plus the 22,000 from the Spirit Council.
Yes.
And the 110,000 or not. Let me just give a point of clarification before we.
Yeah.
We get one more chance at this after the public hearing. After the public hearing, there is a Board of Finance meeting in which we set the budget that goes to referendum. So the budget that goes to the public hearing is the one that people can comment on April 6th. So we get one more shot at this. So I like to be as comprehensive as we can. I like to change as little. I mean, I think it's best practice to change as little as we need to after the public hearing. But I think the spirit of this is to hear the town taxpayers speak on the budget that we propose, or that we send to public hearing on April 6th. So if you want to make the change, you've made a motion, Linda, to include to take the $22,000 out of the 21-22 budget and take care of it out of in the 21 budget, right? That's yes. The recommendation. Okay, that's the only recommendation. So would I have a second to that motion?
I second that.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 We still got Kevin. Kevin has some other obligations. Okay, you're still there, Kevin. All right. Second, so then that leaves the capital budgets, and whether we are ready to send these as they are to the, and this could be a 4-day conversation or it could be a 5-minute conversation.
Well, can I suggest that I'm not ready to send the capital budget as is. I feel we need to vote on whether we're doing Meadowwood or not. And I also do have some comments I want to make on Latimer. And then once we know where we are on those two things, then we can move on the capital budget. I don't have any problem with the, the operating budgets as they've been discussed.
So let me push you just a little bit, Linda, because I know we've communicated, but I want to be sure that we understand what we're doing tonight. Your position would be you would not even want these referred to the public hearing for consideration or discussion among the taxpayers, because that would be the decision not to do that tonight. And I would just suggest that that would be a severe decision given the other where we are in this, recognizing that we have the choice after the public hearing then to act on these.
Okay, so I was thinking that we would make the decision about whether to send it to referendum or not.
That's a decision not for tonight, but for the night after the night of the public hearing. Our discussion about these is all part of the public record.
Yeah, I guess a part of my concern is about we have a quorum right now, and who knows what April 6th will bring.
Well, fair enough. If you want to make a motion to eliminate them from both of those projects from both budgets tonight, I don't think you'll probably get what you want, but you could do that.
I hear that. I get it.
Yeah, okay. I do think that well, these are budgets prepared by well-meaning and thoughtful boards over a long period of time. Yeah, over a long, and yeah, okay.
So can we just see if I mean, I can make it on the 6th. You can. Do we have Derek and Kevin on the 6th?
This is the most important day on our Board of Finance calendar, I think. So it should be mandatory that we be there.
I will be there on the 6th.
Okay.
I'll be there as well.
I will too.
All right. So I'm fine waiting then.
Okay. All right. So if the question then is for the Board of Finance, I'm looking for a motion to refer the budgets, Board of Ed as suggested. We're gonna forward the Board of Finance budget, which will include the Board of Ed budget that they approved, the Board of Selectmen's budget that's been approved with the amendments made tonight, including our recommendation to take out the $22,000 for the Spirit Council with the understanding it'll be paid from savings in 2021's budget, and to recommend the capital budgets as outlined by both the Board of Ed and Board of Selectmen to the public hearing on April 6th. So I need a motion to that effect.
I'll move that.
All right. And a second, seconded by Kevin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Anybody opposed? Okay. That's great. I appreciate that. I think this is the way the process should work. A very wholesome dialogue about these very important projects, and we look forward to a total resolution of all of this after we hear from the taxpayers. All right. Fair enough. And so with that, I would ask for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank goodness.